Hope seems like such a simple, easy thing, such a small word, and yet it has so much meaning. And a person without hope is in a sorry state indeed. The mark of a person who has lost all hope is pretty easy to see. The despair in their eyes, the disappointment that they voice at life in general. A Christian's life is supposed to be different than that. It tells us in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 that faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Therefore, technically, a Christian should not be in despair, should not be without hope. And yet it tells us back at the very beginning of Hebrews that we need to pay attention to all the things we have heard about God, all the things we have learned about Him, so that we do not drift away in our hope. The definition of drift away here is like putting all your hope in a leaking, faulty container. You never understood what you were hoping in the first place, and so when something comes up against you, you find your boat just doesn't float. Or even worse, because you've tied a quick knot and done all the do's and all the don'ts, when you come out and you find you need your faith the most, you'll see that the boat has slipped its moorings, and faith isn't even there waiting for you. To keep the faith, we need to make sure where our hope lies. It's not in the things that we can do. It's not even in the things that we can see. It's being certain of what we do not see. We can't see God. I can't show you what He looks like. I can't point Him out to you. But I do know that the mark of a Christian with faith is the one that goes through the times that would bring the most despair, and yet when they remember all that God has ever done before in their lives, in their friends' lives, in the Bible, and they know that He is the same God yesterday, today, and forever, He never changes, then their hope is lifted, their faith becomes certain and sure, and they tie themselves to God. Don't lose hope. Keep the faith. God never changes. Blessings.